Excellent.
Yep.
Okay,
So
so
he's gonna
what
say
can we say
wieners
now?
first.
Nothing racist, guys. Nothing racist at all. Unless you're going to be talking about fantasy characters, in which case it's perfectly legal.
Delicious,
To be
flavorful,
racist.
palpable,
Yeah,
burst.
exactly. Everybody makes fun of the fact that like, Morgag is in like a group of like freaking elves.
Give me a second.
Makes him sad.
The Greatest Depression.
The greatest of depression.
We shall never surrender. There will be no retreat or surrender.
No retreat or surrender. No.
It's
So
either
we're
death
Britain.
or death.
I mean, we don't really have a way to retreat, and I mean, if we surrender, we're dead. So
Good times, huh? All right. So, last episode, the group has prepared what defenses they could for the coming onslaught of Dagonvor's legions of undead. The front gate is barred, and the rear gate's defenses have been bolstered. There will be no retreat or surrender. Either the forces of Dagon are defeated this day, or there will be no tomorrow for the living. The dwarven war drums have signaled the arrival of the undead army at the gates of Kagrim. Now is the time to cry havoc and let loose the dogs of war.
We.
you
Hold
calling
on a
me a
second.
dog?
I mean,
What's up?
what's up, dog?
Uh,
How's it going, dog? Fashizi Manizi, yo.
all right, I'm gonna jump off a cliff. You guys can live with not having a tank for this fight.
Wait, he has the winged boots!
All right, let's get
Oh shit! I forgot.
Hurry, y'all.
start the music. Get the mood going here.
Oh,
So there is panic in the streets right now, for obvious reasons. The women and children are going to their houses and barring the doors. All the dwarven men and anyone who can hold a weapon are gathering up what they can and running to the rear wall gates to defend against the undead horde. Perrin has run up to you guys and said that the legion that he has with him could be 10 or more thousand. He's not entirely sure. But you kind of see a little worry in his eyes that he does not think you guys are going to be able to hold this.
If it
No
were
matter
double
how
of them,
much.
then it would be a fair fight. Now
Yeah.
it's too easy.
Perrin also looks to you, Alwyn, and he mentioned something about having a twin sister, and he's questioning that with you. He said he glanced at someone that looks a lot like you, but is very pale skin, and her eyes are glowing a yellow color.
That. Oh, I don't. I only had brothers.
Okay. He looks to the other group and asks, are they familiar with this person? Because she seems has intimate knowledge of, like, what she's doing and the group.
Yeah, Lothar, you said, oh. Oh well. I suppose the rest of you is familiar with who are we dealing with here.
Oh no. Roll 20. Why are you doing this now?
Is it broken?
It won't let me see my character sheet.
Oh.
Where we're going, we don't need character sheets.
Yeah.
Well, that's concerning.
Listen, we don't need a character sheet if we all die.
Well,
Stop
technically we
being a
can
Debbie
have it.
Downer for the love of gods.
I am only a downer. Don't you call me Debbie.
Don't you
He's not a cynical person, he's a realist.
Wait,
hold on.
wait. He's not a Debbie Downer. He's a big Debbie Downer.
Well,
There we go.
it says you can edit your character sheet. You might have to restart.
I had to refresh.
Yeah, you
it was
refresh
doing
it.
a wonderful freezing, and I began to panic.
Yeah. So everyone is preparing at the walls for the oncoming undead army. What is it you guys want to do exactly right now? Head towards the walls, or drink your sorrows away in the bar, because obviously no one's there anymore.
I'm gonna say, are we
Kelly?
hunting down Alwyn? that what we're
Sounds
gonna
that
call her?
would not be wise.
Well, maybe we should split, in two groups. One should, watch over the walls and things that may go awry, and the rest should probably go and hunt Owen. Or,
Hunt Alwyn.
well,
It's not you, Alwyn. It's Alt Alwyn.
that's what you
I
think.
see. So okay. The one-armed, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
It appears she
new
didn't
title.
like being dead.
New title is Alwyn the One Arm.
There you go.
We could just name her nah, that actually gives her too much credit. Never mind.
I was gonna say name her
mean-
Gimpy. Gimpy Owen.
Oh my.
Nah.
Mm,
One armed Alwyn. One armed Alwyn. One Alwyn.
1-on-1.
Wow, wow, wow.
1-on-1.
Wanawa.
Out on a limb, Owen.
Ah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Alright.
I say we go hunt down her. Make sure she's not doing anything in the backlands.
Well, Perrin kind of pipes up with that. It's like, oh, I don't think you have to worry about that. She's with the army right now.
There goes that plan.
I sent out my weasel friend to track her down, and when he rounded the corner, she fired a crossbow in between his eyes.
Poor sod.
I can make another one. It's fine.
It's okay, they grow back.
Just holds up Ner like, will you come back if you die?
Nah.
Probably not.
Just you see like the questioning look of your sheep companion.
Puts back in safety backpack.
There you go.
Wait, what? Was on Uber Eats? Sorry.
What's an Uber?
What's eat?
What is food?
Well, Uber is like when you do something really good, like get enough kills, you can just like overpower yourself.
Yeah,
Oh, I heard
it's
that from Lothar.
Yeah,
Zeg ich übergut.
yeah.
Yes, that's quite right. All right. Now, what are we actually doing here? How are we dividing up the party? Oh, that's
No
never
idea.
a good thing to say.
I was gonna say, it's like, oh, please
How
do.
are we splitting the party?
We're right in the middle of an onslaught.
well, to be
Well-
fair, it would be a decent divide.
So as you guys are trying to decide what's going on, you see out of the corner of your eyes a armor-clad dwarven officer, kind of like huffing, puffing towards you guys, going like, "You'll need it at the wall. Please come."
All right, decision's been made to the wall.
Agreed. Oh, and one last thing. I've had time while being outside of body to contemplate some stuff, and in case we all die or some of us die, I think I owe some apologies to you, Aust, and to you, Morgiek, and even to you, Owen, to some extent. I'm sorry
right.
for all I said, did, stuff like that. I mean, you can probably hear proper apologies if we survive, so let that motivate you. if
I
it's
think it's
possible.
more warranted on my side for the hair thing.
Well, I was.
No need for
a
an
dick.
apology on my side. I think it's evened out.
I agree.
Handshake.
Agree.
There we go.
I was half expecting you to zap him or something. But that would
He
that would
doesn't
be
have
more like
shocking grasp.
yeah, that would
sadly.
be more like Alwyn's shtick. He's like, oh yeah, complete handshake.
On the side note, to that witch that slapped me last time in the tavern, she doesn't deserve that. So
Forgive,
off we go
but
then.
never forget.
Exactly. Okay,
That's for Janine.
so
Come on, Jolene.
you guys head to the wall, and you reach the top where the dwarven commander is situated by the artillery, and he takes out a telescope and he hands it to, let's say, Paladin Oust. And he's like, points out to the center of where the Legion of Undead is standing. Oh,
Sir,
well, he doesn't know that.
blind.
It's like,
Paladin Morgak's just gonna take it from Ost.
that he just like, yeah.
Yeah, no, there's just the most bland face as he looks at the telescope for a second.
He just pats him on the back like, next time.
Yes, I can see all of the telescope.
Yeah, great. Point it out to me, bud. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I shall describe what I see. What do I see?
You see, at the center of the army, a small figure come forth, and it looks to be Dagon Vor with his skeletal staff and smug-ass grin, even though like his face is basically just a skull. You can definitely tell he's trying his best to make a smirk.
Gotta love how he's always smiling.
Such a toothy grin. Dentists hate him.
Yeah.
It's just from ear to ear.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't have ears. Oops.
So he kind of looks out to the wall that's before him and all the trenches and traps that he is seeing. And he's just like, the welcome party. How are you?
Not welcome, idiots.
He's like, little bird told me that there's a little present under the ground for my friends over here. Easy fix. It's so polite of you to leave so many rotting corpses around for me to use. And he just outstretches his hands, and all the corpses that were had arrows in them from previous attempts of entering the gate in other ways are now coming to life, and they are standing up in twitching and just kind of like dragging their feet towards the trenches. And as they're doing so, one by one, the corpses explode due to the rune mines that were placed. And basically, he's used these poor, unfortunate souls as minesweepers to basically walk through this like minefield that was put before him.
How far away is he? I'm curious.
I would say he's probably about 500 yards away.
Is there anyone nearby with, say, a longbow?
There
I
are
don't think anybody can get
plenty of
1,500 feet.
longbowmen up on the walls, yes.
I'm gonna ask one of them to hand me the longbow.
We'll do so.
So one of the drow kind of looks at you with your bandaged eyes, looks down at his bow, is like, good luck.
Alright, so
Can I
my
do
eyes
this
aren't
party so
bandaged.
Oh,
They're just
okay.
open for the world to see.
Okay, but you're blind as shit. So he's like,
Yeah,
all
no,
right.
I'm gonna use my Raven familiar to get a good look at the area. Oh, there it is. I'm just gonna put a longbow in my inventory. I'm assuming it's a just standard longbow.
Standard longbow. Yeah, we'll do that.
And luckily I am proficient because paladin.
Help him somehow, you know.
Yeah.
Like, take the telescope and do the spotter.
So that's
It's
actually
gonna be good. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm going to be getting food, and it's going to smell great. It's Mediterranean.
Okay.
Understandable.
Alright. And
Can I try to give him help
do you have
by spotting for him as well with the
He-
telescope?
Yeah,
We're gonna
well,
say that he
yeah.
already did that with his raven. He spotted him
Okay.
through that.
Gotcha.
alright. So what advantage?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on that.
Right. 25.
All right. So a single arrow whistles straight towards your target, and just as you think it's going to reach him, it immediately snaps in half about a foot away from his face. And he just kind of smirks. Is like, "Oh, friend, you really think I would have forgotten that you could fire arrows at me?"
I'm gonna find me too, Electric Boogaloo.
That is a very odd. Normally I don't shoot arrows. Weird.
That is oddly specific.
Very oddly specific.
And he
I
has
think you're
more-
starting to get to him.
Try another one. Maybe this time he's not ready.
I fire another arrow. 17. Shit, that just straight up misses.
Yeah, so you fire another arrow, and it hits one of the thralls right beside Dagon, and the thrall just goes like,
Oh shit.
and he turns down and is like, "Ah, you killed Bob. You're gonna pay for that."
Well, Bob deserved it, and so will you.
So, okay, Owen,
Yeah.
what are you trying to perceive
Question of the
exactly?
day is other Alwyn out on the field right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to do. I was like, I'm going to look for me too, Electric Boogaloo.
Even at this distance with that roll, I'm gonna say you can't make out anything because of so many bodies are out there. It's just a sea of undead. It's really hard to narrow down one specific person in that large of a group.
Can I buy a telescope?
They're a little far away. We're gonna say.
She
Okay,
wants
in
to
the
take the
meantime-
telescope.
Well, you can
I'm
take the
gonna
telescope.
send to everybody
but yeah,
to stand ready.
yeah, that might be a
Hi,
good idea.
Frank. What are you doing here, buddy?
Kitty?
Yes, Angry Cat is back.
Hey!
Angry cat is back. Angry cat has returned.
Yeah.
Meow.
Persuasion.
Telling everyone to
Pers-
stand ready.
Okay, so yeah, everyone's getting ready for the attack, and the battle shall begin. Burp, derp, derp. If I can find a goddamn.
I just have to say,
And so it begins.
fuck.
Deadly.
All right, so I'm
A large
gonna.
map.
Yeah, it's a bit of a large map.
Oh wow, look at those dead people.
Yeah,
Dead
it's
people.
a lot of undead fellas. So
Dead people.
Faust, and we got Alvin, and we have Morgag.
Oh,
and
it's
we
not
have
Alwyn,
Hisa.
Alvin.
Alvin. There you go. So you guys would be on the walls, basically. We'll say.
And I'm just going to hand back that lock.
All right, cool. So, the groups that you have right now, that's your malicious spearmen. Those are the Drow longbowmen, the Driders, and the battle masters in the trenches. So the way this works is like anyone can command one group at a time, and the leaders of that group will heed your commands. So this is going to be basically a bonus action. At the end of your turn, you can command a group. And this is going to be a free bonus action, so you won't have to worry about using your actual actions for it. So to start, we're going to have a round of a couple zombies. You got the shroom zombies, your favorite. Whole
Not the best ones.
Yay.
buttload of them coming down to attack the trenches first.
So they're coming in waves.
Yes, they're coming in waves. So this is basically the first wave.
It's a tower defense game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
So everyone roll your initiative.
Cool.
Alright, am I clicking on
Oh!
Ooh.
Nice.
That's good.
Oh!
Oh.
Wait, that's
I
not what
knew
wanted.
that was going to happen. We're off to a great start this evening.
Ooh.
2 against
Okay.
1. It's
Wait.
so good.
Oh, and you have to click your character, and then you have to roll for initiative.
Oh,
so
I
you
didn't
can
click
re-roll
my
that.
character.
You can adjust it once you click and roll, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's... Why does it has... Oh, that's... Okay, that's
Well,
why.
let me just adjust it. So 24 was what it was at. There we go. We're good to go.
Okay, we're good to go. Cool, 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 cool. All right, so I'm going to put this in order because it likes to be annoying. Descending.
So wait, is
There
this the thing, or is it this the thing?
we go. What thing?
We can't see your pinging.
Oh, she's pinging up, like, so the guys who are, you know,
The big
these
green.
ones, those
The
are
big green guys.
mushroom people.
okay. So
so
that's the north. Okay.
yeah, those
Friendly
are your targets.
mushrooms. Big mushy
Mush-
friends.
Mm-hmm. All right, so first up is going to be Sir Oust. Show me what you've got.
So we have the people in the trenches who pretty much are just going to defend and hold the line. So they can just keep doing what they're doing, hold their actions to attack anything that gets close. I will say. I don't think we need to fire the cannons for things like these, so let's just say bowmen fire on people.
Okay. So the bowmen draw back their bows, they fire off a volley, and they do a decent amount of damage to the ones in front. But there's a lot of these mushroom zombies. As some of these fall, they do end up exploding into a greenish spore cloud that starts to make its way towards the trenches.
Lovely.
Anybody remember if those clouds are flammable?
I do believe they were.
That's good.
The balls of smoke.
No, the spore clouds.
Spore clouds to
These
start
are the
making their way.
fungus zombies, Lydia.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that turn you into fungus zombies. A la Last of Us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
sure.
those.
But these are humongous fungus.
Pretty much.
No. Well, I think they just represent the number of them rather than their actual size, I think.
Well then, the humongous number of fungus.
Indeed.
Okay, can someone just burn the Among Us?
Well,
Yeah, firebolt.
it's
Yeah,
still,
look at
probably
that.
see
Maybe
that.
it does have firebolt. She can use that on her turn to ignite the big mist
there you go.
war cloud. Alright, what's Morgak doing? Since I think that's my turn.
Well, actually, that was your bonus action. You commanded a group,
Yeah.
so you can now do your turn.
You can
Okay.
try to do some fire thing.
Yeah.
If you have.
Yeah. Alright, is there a torch nearby that I can just throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We'll say there's like torches that are lining the walls.
What kind of check? Dex.
So yeah, it's going to be a dex because you're throwing it.
Alright.
It's going to
Yeah.
be with disadvantage though because it's so far away.
No, 6.
Okay.
Meh.
So you throw the torch and it lands in one of the trenches and snuffs out.
Just shout down, throw that into the cloud and take cover. Into the spore cloud and take cover.
Okay. So you do that, and that'll be your turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Morgak.
Morgak.
I really want to do the cannons. I really want to do the cannons.
You can command the cannons if you want.
You can enter the cannon.
Just
But
keep in
are
mind,
we-
don't we have landmines on the ground?
The landmines seem to have been swept.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Well, right now our whole thing is hit him with some fire. So can I just command archers to do flaming arrows?
That's it. Yeah.
The
Great idea.
archers, yeah, you can do that. So the archers will switch to
Okay.
flaming arrows, and they will fire.
Gonna go over here
And
and
just-
then yell at these ones.
Just to make it so I'm going to see if they hit well enough. I'm going to roll outside the game just because it's easier for me to do that. And I'm going to use a die that actually isn't a Magic the Gathering D20. There we go. All right, so the fire arrows fire off. Several of them do hit the spore clouds and they ignite, but it does not seem to do any damage to the zombies out front. But the spore clouds are now gone.
That's good. I mean, the main thing we were doing was making it so that the people in the trench don't get infected.
There you go. And Morgak, what else do you want to do on your turn?
I have no great range, so I'm just going to. Can I borrow a longbow for a second?
Actually, you could use one of mine. Mine's a +1.
I'm gonna bonus action run back over.
No, you already used your bonus action, bud.
You already used
That's
your bonus
true.
action.
I'm just gonna use my action to run back over, and then that's
Okay.
my turn.
Okay, we'll do
I
that.
yelled at them to do the thing. You guys do the other thing.
All right, Hipsam.
Okay, so
Luckily, he
Can I
has
have, like,
Eldritch
splash?
Blast.
Yeah, probably, but I don't think I'll be attacking this turn. So basically, can I see what else there is in Dagon's army? You know, some special things. You know, like these zombies, or what else can he bring out?
Yeah, sure. That'll be perception.
Can I take the telescope thing?
I
Telescope.
tossed him the telescope thing.
Yep.
Okay.
I will give you advantage for whoever has the telescope. I'll give advantage on perception.
Okay. Where is that? Okay, good.
Okay. So from your scan of the battlefield, it consists mostly of the fungal zombies. You do see some others coming up the rear. They look very bulbous and covered in multiple sores.
Ooh. Yeah, then I think we can spare the cannons here because those swordsmen probably can't explode and do more damage. Okay, I'll order cannons to fire. Just a single salvo.
All right. So what I will say is you can use the cannons every second round because they will need to spend time to reload.
Yeah,
so
sure.
if you want to use your cannons now, they cannot be used next round.
Okay.
Okay? And where do you
You mean next? Yeah, next round, next full round.
next
cycle.
full round because they have to reload.
Gotcha. That's fine.
Okay. So where do you want the cannons to fire?
Oh, so I need to choose. Can I like spread them? Since we have
Yeah,
4 cannons.
You
and,
have
like,
4 cannons, so
units.
you can have
Equally
one cannon
distributed.
can target 1 unit each. So you tell me
Yeah.
where you want it.
Well, the first one to the distributed.
Okay, so ping
one
which one?
here.
That one? Okay, so
This
1,
one here.
2,
This one. Oh, there is more.
Yeah.
This one here
3,
and here.
4. Okay. So I will roll for each cannon and take the average here. All right. So out of all the cannons, everyone hits their target with the exception of number 4. That cannon fires wide and misses its target completely.
Yeah. Did he cause any collapse if he hit the ceiling or something?
No collapse. It just fired wide and overhead.
Well, okay.
So with the firing of the cannons, you notice several dozen limbs and bodies flying and exploding in big dust clouds and spores just spreading everywhere across the battlefield. It's becoming significantly foggy for them to be seen at the moment, but you can definitely tell through the telescope that severe damage has been done.
Cool.
Okay?
Okay. That would be. I think I'll just move here. That's my turn.
I mean, you
Okay.
do have your action.
Do I?
Yeah, you do
Yeah,
have an
okay.
action. So your bonus action is used to command a army or command a group, and then you can use your regular action to do whatever.
Okay. So, okay. What are these spider things?
Those are the Driders.
Oh, okay. I'll tell them to, with my action, to mend the walls. You know, like
Okay.
to mend the gate so it can be opened quickly.
All right. Well, you do have the spearmen here that could do that for you.
Oh.
Those are your militia that are being commanded by Gunther.
Oh, I see.
I will say, though, spiders can climb. I'm going to give you that hint.
Yep.
So they may be able to use for flanking maneuvers later.
That is true. Yeah, I think I'll rest them and use Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Firing the middle one.
Middle one? All right.
Where? Yeah.
So go ahead and fire.
Okay.
Click, click, click. Or just click.
Hold on. Oh, I see. Sorry.
It's alright.
All right. So
Nice.
the first Eldritch Blast will hit. The second will miss.
Okay.
Okay. Makes sense. 9.
9 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So you see you've managed to fire off the Eldritch Blast into the center mass of this group of zombies. About 3 or 4 get knocked back, and a couple don't end up getting back up, but it's minimal damage to this group.
Well, that's inefficient. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a turn.
Okay, perfect. All right, Owen.
There's still a nice big old bit of smog spores, right?
Yes. So the
That's good.
spore fog is starting to head over the we're gonna say the ditch traps. So they're getting closer to the friendlies.
Twin spell firebolts
Twin
on
spell
the
fireballs.
smoke.
Okay. Because it's so widespread, I'm gonna have to get you to target the areas. So you got 3 areas you can target: center, left, or right.
I mean, if the smog itself explodes, then wouldn't
Yeah.
it just spread to all the others
That's
via
the
Yeah.
theory.
the expanse of the explosion?
With basic physics? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it! I didn't come here to talk more thermodynamics.
No, we can
You're
hold
the
off on that.
fucking chemical engineer, mister!
I'm not going into that right now. I'm here to escape. Damn it!
But yeah, I'll fire.
Okay. Roll to hit.
It's twinned, so it will be.
Touche.
2 of them. Yep.
Un. Ooh.
Und.
So a 15 and a 25.
Both will definitely hit. Okay. So the spore clouds are significantly dissipated by that. They combust and clear the area. So you now have a more clear look as to where the army's going to be headed. So anything else you want to do, Owen? Like move or...
She'll look at the drows and ask, do the dryads understand spells?
Dryads.
Dryads? You mean the
Dryder.
drow?
Driders, roll
Driders?
call.
We're
We
gonna
know the under dryads.
the under dryads.
Not even true. How
We're
dare
gonna
you?
say they have like a basic understanding of magic.
Are we using their standard stat block?
If that's the case, I'll pull that up.
I'll be honest with you. I'm just going by like what Driders are basically perceived as. So they would have a basic understanding of magic, essentially.
It is very basic and the standard thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have like 2 spells. But yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, I can take a quick look.
I'm trying to pull them up at the moment, and
Yeah, their
it's
int is
just-
13. Their int and whiz is 13 to 14, so they're smart.
Yeah,
They're
they're
not
wisdom-based casters with 2 spells and a cantrip.
Yeah, so they understand how to innately cast spells of Dancing Light and Darkness and Fairy Fire.
Well, that's pointless. Well, the fire might,
Excuse me.
but
They're more, again, they're more used for like cavalry charges and stuff. They're not really magic based.
this is only the first wave, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
this is the first wave.
That would be kind of a waste to use the cavalry.
Just have the archers shoot again.
Yeah, activating archeries to fire. Archeries? Yep, nope.
Archery.
I can English.
English is good. Okay, so using that, so they fire off the arrows, and unfortunately, they don't do nearly as much damage as they should have done to the enemy.
Lovely.
They do very minimal damage.
As a free action, I'll say, stop preparing oils for the next fire.
Okay.
Oils. I mean, they have to get
Well,
next to the wall for
I'm
us
assuming you mean like fire arrows, essentially.
Yes, fire arrows.
Okay. So they will begin preparing fire arrows for the next volley. Also, I want to remind you guys they do have limited ammunition.
Approximately how much more salvos?
I've been keeping track of it. If you want to do an inventory check, you can do it on your turn as a action. Because that
Also, Are you gonna include our normal characters in case we want to use them as troops, like the ones we're not controlling?
The ones you're not controlling are essentially commanding other things right now. So I had basically the paladins. They're commanding the armored division. So by paladins, I mean, well, Morgak. The Morgak paladin is commanding the armored division. And then Oust and all the other NPCs, I'm presuming they're just going to be holding the wall with the rest of the army.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to make things a little easy for me to track.
Fair enough.
Okay, so now it is the zombies' turn.
Shamble, shamble, shamble.
So they are going to move forward for one.
Ooh.
They are zombies, so they are going to be a little shambly. Several of the zombies are going to leap into the pit. And immediately, spores start to dissipate towards the trenches as a few leap into the pit.
Lovely.
So we're going to say that is... let's do that. Okay. So the spore clouds are going to start spreading towards the battle masters very shortly. And these zombies, what do they want to do in the center here? There's not much they can do. They've only just wandered forward, so... no, I'll just leave it at that. Okay. But what does the spore cloud do here? Oh, okay. Alright, so that'll be their turn.
Lovely. Back to me then.
So round 2, you guys start seeing several other legions of undead start making their way out from the army. And these are the ones that look like they're big bulbous sores on them. I assume...
Chances that they go pop is high.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so round 2. Oust, you're
You're
up.
looking.
I'm gonna prep some holy fire. Just spend my entire round doing that.
Okay.
Because I can do that instead of holy water. Based off of class traits. In the meantime, just ask if they have any kind of holy water whatsoever. For my bonus action.
Okay. We're gonna say that Gunther runs up to you and tosses you a vial of holy water that he has on his person.
Lovely. Alright. That's that.
Okay. Do you want to use a bonus action to command anything?
I mean, we only have limited arrows. Fire that flaming volley to dissipate the spores again.
Okay. So, let's roll to see how they do. Okay. So, that volley that gets fired, unfortunately, majority of it does miss as well. They're having a hard time seeing past the spore cloud to hit their targets.
The flaming
They were
volley.
aiming
Oh, the
for it.
flaming volley towards the spore clouds. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. I'll say that they managed to dissipate that, but the fire is dangerously close to the trench. Like, these guys had to, like, put up their shields to keep from getting burnt.
Okay. That's fine.
But that protected them enough. I'm going to give you an ammo count. One of the bowmen says they have enough ammunition for 4 more volleys before they're out.
Lovely.
All right. And Morgak, you're up.
Okay. Can I borrow that bow and a couple arrows? I was gonna try to hit the exploding ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of arrows.
I'm only gonna need 2.
And you are perfectly in range for that.
So this is a longbow plus 1, right?
Yep.
Let me program that in real quick.
Frank, what are you doing, cat?
You can't use strength for that. That has to be dex, right?
Yeah.
You have to use dex, yeah.
Okay. 1d8 dex plus 1.
I mean,
Okay, then I'll shoot at that one there.
The fat one.
Okay.
Yes.
Roll the hit.
Alright, it's been a while. Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, unfortunately, that misses.
Don't worry, extra attack.
Oh yeah. And you make it reckless because why not?
I can't
Wait,
reckless
gotta
on
be raging,
the. I
right?
can't reckless on dex based attacks. Has to be a
Strength.
That
That's right.
makes sense. You'll snap the bowstring in anger.
pretty much. So
Yeah.
boom,
if
boom.
you
Like,
broke that bow, I would end you, or at least try to.
I'm just gonna look at the bow, look at the arrows that just like went between the dude's legs, and just like hand it back. Like, never mind.
Pretty much.
It's okay. I'm used to disappointment.
Oh,
Just side eye you.
and
I'm
then he
disappointed
threads
in
here.
Don't worry, I'm always disappointed in myself as well.
Aw. Now we're getting
Raise
it.
the Alwyn existential mood counter by 2.
You guys think we should pull the guys out of the trenches